some of us are Rolodex, more old school. Okay, you want to add it to your toolbox. When you are doing this, any new scenario you're going to program in, it starts with the basic entry to the position. So we have worked an entry to the position and a couple little control aspects of the position. So most of you, if you started to try this during sparring, okay, some of you would kind of be able to get into it, and you may be able to maintain it for half a second. Or those of you more experienced might be able to do it for like 5 seconds, okay? So when you're adding it in and you want to get good at it, you should get really good at the entry and the control. Once you can get there and be there for 5-10 seconds, then you can worry about doing all the cool stuff that you can do from there. But what do people do? He said there was a triangle from there. So right now, I'm trying, and then they pass, and you're like, oh man, I didn't even get to do the move, right? The benefit of going to the control position and getting good at it is that it will allow you to see all the most common reactions you're gonna get from your partner or opponent. So if you go there, okay, oh, that person, they do this to try to get out of it. Oh, this other person does this. And then you start to develop answers for all those things. And that's how you'll develop a position. Not by getting there briefly, throwing something up and then missing it, and then, oh man, I'm gonna I'm gonna do this other thing. That was too hard. That wasn't instant gratification. And now I'm on Instagram and I found another new cool thing I'm gonna try to hit, right? You gotta be stubborn in your approach. So any of the stuff we've worked on today, if you like it, you need to take it and work on it for like the next 6 months. Just the entry and the control. Get really good from there. And that's how you really develop it. But you're not gonna develop it by dabbling and then moving on to the next thing tomorrow. When I started jiu-jitsu, there was one book about jiu-jitsu, and jiu-jitsu in reference to grappling, and it was an Italian dude with a tank top and a gold chain, and it said jiu-jitsu, and it was spelled like Brazilian jiu-jitsu, J-I-U, and he was showing some grappling stuff. That was it. That was before the Craig Kukuk VHS tapes and all of that stuff. That was even before that. There was one book that had some grappling, some jiu-jitsu in it, right? Now you guys could spend all day on Instagram or YouTube for free. You don't even have to get online and get a streaming, you don't have to get on BJJ Fanatics and buy anything. You could literally sit there and watch moves all day long for the next 20 years and never run out of stuff. Now the downside of that is that anybody can get on there and put out stuff. Any white belt in here could go and show moves, and then there's going to be people who don't know any better that look at that, oh, another move, okay? Don't be a master of knowing like a million moves. Try to get a couple that you're really good at. All the top level people are very good at a handful of things. And they can do those things to almost anyone in the world that they compete against or they train with. That's the goal. Not for you to know everything kind of, sort of okay. It's to be unstoppable at the few things that you do know. And that process that I just told you, that's the only way you develop that. There's no way around it, okay?